Good morning, everybody. Quick view of last night's camp spot. Great night last night. So that was the end of day 2. Here we are starting day 3. A little quick update on the bike. Running fine, leaking a little bit of oil. We cleaned her all up last night, ran her, tried to find a leak, no success. So I figured I'd probably have to drive it. Unfortunately, we are on the trail, so driving it she'll get dirty. So I figured at some point today we'll probably stop in a parking lot, Walmart or something, clean it up nice and good, drive around the parking lot, then see if we see our oil leak, and hopefully we capture it today. But so we're going to start today's activities plans. We're going to pack up, of course. Then we're going to try to find a spot for some coffee. The donut, perhaps. They're pretty good. A little diner or something. You want to get towards Montreal. There's a few KTM dealerships there, so we'll probably stop at 1 or 2. Might be on the search for some new pants, because these are getting kind of beaten up. Might be some knee brace sleeves. And oh, maybe we'll see we need a gasket for the KTM. Maybe we'll pick that up there if so. Or some gasket maker. Oh yeah, I realized last night I wanted to bring my tire pressure, the proper street riding pressure. I realized I forgot my adapter that goes from the pump to 12 volt. Unfortunately, I forgot that cord. So we're going to see if we can find a little tiny little hand pump and bring those to proper street pressure, because we got to make those tires last a little while longer. So anyhow, yeah, time to tear camp down. Cheers. One thing I also forgot to mention that we're hoping to do today, since we're in Quebec, going towards Montreal, I figure we try a genuine Quebec poutine. Because if you haven't tried one before, I highly suggest them, because they are pretty tasty. So, time for a little bit of driving. Okay, here we are, first up, coffee stop. We're trying to find a little independent coffee shop, but first place looked like it was closed out of business. Second place looked like it was like a food truck that wasn't open yet. Big gal's place, more casino type stuff. I'm sure you can get a coffee in a casino. And then third place, so baguettes. I don't know, that sounded more like a lunch thing. I don't know. So anyhow, the old classic Tim Hortons. It's the standard. Decided to go with a Boston cream, classic one, and our large regular. So anyhow, oh yeah, always a win-win with Tim Hortons, just for the price and value. Unless you get to the States, you ain't gonna find much cheaper. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 7. But hopefully we can find some more independent donut places. So anyhow, found where it looks like my leak is coming from. A little up to date here. I can tell it looks pretty dark around my cover, so gasket's getting a little bit beaten up from removing on and off the last few times. So the KTM there's a couple of KTM dealerships in Montreal, leaving the KTM Canada. So I'm definitely gonna stop there, probably check out both of them and see if we can find that gasket. And yeah, once we get no more leaks, then we got nice peace of mind. So anyhow, I'm gonna finish my meal and I'll get back to you guys on the road. Cheers. Well, here we are, made it to KTM Canada. Time to go see if they got the parts that I need, and what else can I spend some money on? Show you a quick look inside. Cheers. Okay, as you guys can tell, well, we made it in front of KTM Canada. Filmed a little bit inside, which it's kind of lucky that I got to go inside because actually they're not open to the public. You can see some lots of nice bikes up there. It's kind of open. I would have got to go up and see there, but I told a buddy asked where I was going, told him about my trip, and he thought pretty impressive. And so he asked me what I needed, if I needed a part. I said sure. Started by, and so I got the gasket that I need, and get this, price free. Mainly because he said that that's all old stock because of the age of the bike. Lots of dealers will just send these parts back to them because they can't get rid of them on the shelf. So lucky for me, I figure I'll keep on riding till I find a trail ride. I'm still doing the A1 on oil, way better than yesterday. I might try to find a Canadian Tire or something, get a little wire brush or something, scrub pad to clean that nice tonight. But tonight let's get our camp spot. Still early afternoon. We'll fix that up and then hopefully zero leaks and condition. So what next? I think we keep our eye open for a nice little poutineery, have a snack, lunch, and then go to the trails. So we pretty much hit our quota for what we need to do for kilometers today. So just need to find some trails soon. Cheers. Okay, there's that lovely KTM over there, and here's what we got. At a restaurant La Fleur, we got a popcorn poutine. So let's give this bad boy a shot. A taste test. Looking for, we got some popcorn chicken, cheese curds, gravy, fries, and pretty darn good. Okay, I gotta say, first time I've had popcorn chicken and a poutine, and I gotta say, huge thumbs up from all season. Love it. So, if you're in this area, Restaurant La Fleur, highly recommend it. I'm sure they got lots of other good poutineries around here, but this one, top notch in my personal opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this up. Then we're gonna try to find some trails nearby. Stay tuned, friends. Hopefully a good trail riding montage. Cheers. Okay, if you guys can tell behind us, we got a lovely Canadian Tire. Just have to do a quick stop here because if you guys mentioned yesterday, last video, I mentioned that I didn't have a pump for my tires, so just got myself this little cheapo bicycle tire pump. We'll just rig them somewhere here, easy to get to, and that should do us for the tires. And then tools that we realized that we needed after our first day's issue. So I just broke this chain, vice grips. Didn't have my own set of. I had needed those vice grips, but if you want to put that master link together, you need a good pair of vice grips. And don't actually have any screwdriver except for my Swiss Army knife. So I figured for an actual screwdriver, I might as well get an actual kind of stubby screwdriver with a few bits that'll work. So I got stuff that was on sale. Other thing I could have used with a wire brush, but it was only a pack of 3. And I only need 1. Got our stuff for now. Cheers. Next stop for us will be find some trails and hopefully a nice camp spot tonight. So when I find a camp spot, change that gasket, and might just have a ration. We'll see what we have. So anyhow, stay tuned for some trail riding, friends. Cheers. Okay. I know, nothing fancy, just middle of cornfields, but you know what, it's starting to rain. I'm about 50 kilometers ahead of schedule. Been looking for trails, done good so far, so I'm gonna put some rain gear on and set up the tent early. Try to do some repairs if it stops raining, but hey, I'm getting wet. I'll put some rain gear and I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Cheers. Okay, as promised, time for some bike maintenance. Like that, as you guys can see, right around that clutch slave, it is very, very oily and dirty, so my suspicion is somewhere around that area. She's not seating perfectly. Like that, I removed that gasket a few times. But first I gotta show you guys how professional or sketchy all season works sometimes. Here's our little stand we got here. Just poking through our foot peg and a little piece of angle iron, whatever frame piece we found kicking around here. So anyhow, without further ado, let's do some bike maintenance. After we change our gasket, I'm gonna try our new little pump on our tires, see how she works. Okay, we got this apart, and Buddy did at the KTM factory did remind me about an O-ring that might be here, so we're gonna take a look on Yoga and see if there's an O-ring that I by any chance forgot, but I think we're good. So hold on a second. Okay, well, we got some good news. Good news, actually. Who knew? KTM guys know what they're talking about, but here we got an O-ring, and here we don't have an O-ring, so little mistake by myself, totally forgot to put the O-ring in. So this gasket probably is still good, but since we got a new one, we'll put the new one. We'll just put this aside with our old parts, our spare parts. So yeah, let's quickly get this O-ring out, put it in here, new gasket, and I dare bet that we will be good to go. Since we're gonna be delicate here, we gotta take care of this O-ring. Might as well use the Victorinox tweezers here. Put that in its new home right there. Here's our new gasket. And click, click. dorked. There you go. So I am now 99% sure that should be good to go. Fingers crossed. Can have a leak-free KTM. I will be happy as can be. So anyhow, now I'm gonna run through what I normally do on my evening maintenance, just so you guys doing these trips, how I keep my bikes running. I like to say running strong, but this trip hasn't been the best example so far. But today she's been doing pretty good, minus the oil leak. Anyhow, I like to oil my chain up. This is just some form of neat little brush grease by Motul chain paste. Because like that, typical cans, I find it's a little bit too big to carry around, so I just use this here stuff here. First you squeeze some of that shiznit out, and just brush that all along your chain. And since I don't have a device to lift the wheel and spin it, I'll have to keep going bit by bit, so you guys got the little gist of that. So evening maintenance, grease up your chain. Next, since I've been leaking oil, let's go check our oil. Okay, now here we are on the oil side. This here we got a sight window. You got the dipstick flavor type, not this one. And you just bring her up here, kind of on its balancing point, and she's a bit over half. She ain't too bad. But since these things don't carry that much oil to begin with, and we got some high driving speeds, sometimes. Oh, but come on. Let's not waste this expensive oil. I'm pretty happy with that. Next we're gonna check our coolant, because last thing we want is our bike overheating. Okay, not sure how well you can see. Oh, maybe if that strap wasn't directly in the way. Yeah, we got some coolant in there. They say if you fill it right to the top, it will overflow. So we got like a bit less than an inch from the top, so I think we're good. And next, test out our new little pump on our tire. Okay, says 22 front, 29 rear, so that's what we're gonna go with now that we can actually adjust our PSIs. There you go, see how this guy works. Okay, not the quickest, but you know what? It works, so hard to complain with something that works. So, other than that, for bike maintenance, I just like to do a little walk around, see if I see anything out of the obvious that's worn. I like to check my tires, especially knowing that these are not made for street, and I got a long ways to go, so keep a close eye on these guys. And other than that, that's about her. So yeah, hope you guys had a good day. I had a pretty fun day today. No major issues. Didn't actually leak that much oil, which is pretty good, but now it should be zero leakage. Started off with a bit of off-road trail riding. Now we are strictly on the search for trail riding. Now our confidence with the KTM is growing more and more and more. So anyhow, I guess I'm gonna wrap this video up here for supper. Just gonna have a ration, nothing fancy. Tomorrow maybe some KTM cooking, but like that. Today we had enough fun with some bike repairs, plus got to visit KTM Canada, which was pretty cool. Huge shout out to them for saving me. Yeah, they gave me that gasket for free, because even they know it's an old antique bike. So big shout out to KTM Canada. Thank you very much. So, and thanks all you guys for watching. Till next time, hope you guys enjoy, and please everybody remember to live, and cheers. Oh yeah, another thing I like to check out too on the evening that I'm going over the bike, I almost forgot, but my brake pad wear. You guys can see, not too bad, but because it is a dirt bike and doesn't necessarily have as thick as brake pads as a street bike would, I like to check them more often. I do have a spare set in case I need to change them, so I'll also check the first front ones. And another thing too, because you guys know I've had issues with my kickstand, I like to just make sure that everything feels sturdy. I'll just lift the bike, and there you go, shake your kickstand component, make sure everything is all nice and sturdy there. And yeah, same with like your shift lever, that stuff that you don't have that play, and your Kickstarter, and what else now? Oh yeah, another little mod that I did. Have forgotten my 12 volt adapter for my mini compressor, unfortunately. So I bought a little hand pump, but just mounting this guy right there. Not too bad, works. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but if I do, I'll check it later and I'll try to remind you guys. So anyhow, till next time, cheers.